1950, a man named James Wright breaks into Ito Dojo and confronts the Sensei Shunsuke Ito and asks about his father, Benjiro Ito. A flashback in 1942, during the Battle of Bataan in World War II, Royal Air Force Wing Commander James Wright is shot down over the Philippines during a combat mission. Captured by Japanese forces, he is taken to a prisoner of war camp, where Allied soldiers face forced labor, starvation, and daily brutality under Lt. Col. Benjiro Ito's command. Ito orders his right-hand man Captain Hirano to execute Wright, but Wright kills Hirano and two of his soldiers before escaping, but is quickly apprehended again. Wright learns that camp officers organize underground fighting matches, forcing prisoners to fight for their captors' entertainment. Initially hesitant, he is pressured to participate after seeing resistors executed. His prior martial arts training in Hong Kong gives him an advantage in the brutal contests, as he managed to defeat the best martial artist in the camp, Koji, though his successes draw the ire of Ito and his enforcer, Captain Endo. Ito even going as far as to execute his troops who failed to defeat Wright. Ito realizes that Wright's martial art techniques are forbidden, which makes him interested in him and even recognizes the master martial artist that trained Wright. As the fights intensify, Wright forms bonds with fellow prisoners, including American Captain Collins and Filipino Sergeant Gabriel Villanueva. Collins informs him that they will be transferred to a far worse prison within a week, so they have to escape. He also receives secret help from Teresa, a local nurse compelled to work at the camp, who provides medical support to the prisoners. Together, they plan a daring escape, intending to deliver intelligence on Japanese troop movements to the outside. James manages to steal a radio from the camp and sneaks outside to call U.S. reinforcement for help. Later on, he talks with Colin and Villanueva that the U.S. reinforcement is coming, so they should take the advantages of the upcoming air raids to escape. At the same time, Ito is stressed at the potential upcoming U.S. reinforcement. As Ito starts to execute more and more prisoners for the sake of brutality, James, Colin and Villanueva decide to accelerate the plan to escape. They sneak outside to inspect a downed glider as a means to escape. However, since Colin killed a guard during their sneak out, he is executed the other days. When the Allied Air Force starts bombarding the camp, James, Teresa and Villanueva try to escape the camp. James faces Ito and defeats him. Out of respect for James as a martial artist, Ito stops his men from killing James when he and his group escape. Back in the present, Shunsuke reveals that Ito has died years ago from illness and asks James to demonstrate his forbidden technique. James defeats Shunsuke and Shunsuke returns James the medallion Ito stole from James years ago.